All right, 9:04 on the 21st now of the month, which just yesterday it occurred to me. I'm like, oh my God, we're beyond the halfway point. We're doomed. It's snow's going to be flying. Winter's coming. Winter's tomorrow. I don't know. Do you ever do that, Raylene? Do you ever like?
No, I'm not as much of a Debbie Downer as you.
I'm not a Debbie Downer. I'm a little bit of an extremist at times. I can exaggerate.
Drama queen.
I can be drama queen, but not Debbie Downer, ever. Good morning, Stacy. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're doing all right. 21st, 9:05, and just about 70 degrees, mostly cloudy. It looks like it's going to freaking pour out, Raylene.
Well,
can you give us the official weather?
It could possibly rain, scattered rain and thunderstorms this morning as this cold front moves on by, and then it's supposed to clear out this afternoon, remain cloudy in the low 70s, and then sunny Tuesday and Wednesday, low 70s. Thursday, possibly a little rain again. Same for Friday, possibly a little rain. So cloudy, overcast, but not a bad week altogether.
Caledonia County Fair is supposed to be starting up here real soon. Tomorrow. So it looks like there's going to be a wet start to that. And then, we're like, 6 days or something like that from the Champlain Valley Fair. I want to give a shout out this morning to Michael Deering, who is on with us right now, saying he loves my glasses. This guy kicks ass. Deering, and I drove by Bond Field over the weekend. He had so many kids out on the field throwing a football around, and there were cars parked everywhere. It looked like a goddamn concert. I mean, there was just hundreds of thousands of people, and kids were having fun. And Deering was I just love the guy
running the field with the kids.
He does such a great job.
He does
bringing youth sports and keeping it alive. He absolutely he's like so passionate.
Very lucky to have him. For sure.
So thank you, Michael Deering. I also want to give a shout out to one of our sponsors, Barslow Construction. Quick little story. Last week, we had a listener that reached out to me that said, hey, there's an elderly man in Barrie City who has a shed out in his backyard that is, because of the floods, the earth gave way around it, and it started to collapse and was headed for the edge of going over this embankment. And he was he's like, look, I don't really know this guy, but by the way, his name is Bill Woodworth, and he gave me permission to mention his name. He's been up to the Barrie Auditorium. He's trying to get some help to have this shed taken down, and frankly, the city of Barrie, just had a lot going on, and worrying about some guy's shed crumbling over the edge of an embankment just wasn't high on the priority list, which of course I understand.
Right.
So, but this, for this old guy, Bill, this was really paramount for him. This was important. He was really concerned about it. So this listener reached out to us and like, is there anything that you can do to help out? And I said, yeah, on Saturday, I'll go over there with Barslow Construction and
get it done.
We'll take it down. I get up Saturday morning, and it's already gone. Barslow went over there, Rex and some of his guys.
Before 11 o'clock?
I didn't sleep till 11 o'clock, Raylene.
Well, I know how you are.
I slept Saturday morning. I got up at 8:30, 9.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 9:15. Could
Yeah.
have been 9:30.
And then you were ready to go, like at 10:15.
It was 9. I
10:30.
think it was 9:30 when I was officially awake, and it was like 10 when I got out of bed. Could have been 10:15.
Yeah. Those boys have been doing stuff for hours by then.
They went over there before I had a chance to join them, and they took a tractor and they just smashed this shed up and put all the pieces in a trailer and took it away. And
Awesome.
this guy was so happy.
Awesome job,
So,
boys.
we just what can we say?
Gotta love it.
What can we say?
And probably gal, too, because maybe Ventura was with them.
I don't know.
You never know.
But I do know this. I love Barslow Construction, and I love them for reasons like this. And
Jeez, we got lots of people listening with us.
I know we do. And
Morning, Linda, Glenn, Alice, Hillary, Julia, Mary,
Damn.
Megan.
Boy, we're starting out
Good morning, everybody.
this week with a bang. I don't know where to begin, other than I just have to show everyone my new shirt. Look.
Oh gosh, I know you're so excited still.
I
Good Lord.
do we even talk about Sundub?
Well, you can try. It took you an hour and a half to tell me this story, so we do not have that much time.
Seriously,
JD,
what?
you know how sometimes men will complain about how long it takes women to tell a story?
Yeah.
No one, absolutely no one on the face of this earth takes as long to tell a story as JD Green does.
But Raylene, you've got to have the details in there, because without the details,
With the long pauses that always make me feel like if I just gave you a little tap in the back of the head,
Yeah.
you'd spit the rest out.
that's very possible. Did you not enjoy hearing my story, though?
It was funny.
You laughed your ass off.
I did laugh my ass off. The best part was you
What?
telling me about Chris Massey talking to you about
Is he tuned in this morning?
going to Fenway, and he told you a story that you had no clue what he said. You made up your own story in your head and then said something to him that basically made his head spin, because he was like, where the fuck did he get that from? Like, he spent all that time talking to you and you didn't hear a damn thing he said. And you know what? I think I've heard other people say they have that problem with you.
Raylene.
Maybe me, maybe your wife.
No, it's... Listen, we all interpret things differently.
You interpret
And
things way different.
Raylene.
You definitely live in an alternative world.
When there's cannabis consumption that's going on
Or
at
not.
at a reggae concert.
Or not.
What do you mean?
You don't even need that.
What are you talking about? We interpret things. Listen, it's called self-illustration. I am painting a picture in my mind of what you're describing, okay? And it may be a completely different story, which was the case with Chris Massey at this reggae concert on Saturday night. He was sitting next to me and telling me a story about Fenway, and I had a whole different understanding of it.
And
But
are you
it's
going to
fine.
tell our viewers about spotting Tony Bennett on the path?
I saw Tony Bennett in the woods, holding hands with Michael Jackson. It was just, I'm telling you,
You had a really good time.
I had honestly one of the best, and I'm saying this. I actually really mean this from the bottom of my
I know
soul.
you do.
One of the best nights of my life.
I know you do.
It really was.
Those were the first words out of your mouth.
I had one of the best nights of my life.
Yeah.
Saturday night, there was an event called the Green Mountain Smokeout, which was something that we've been promoting here on the air for the last, I don't know.
It was put on by Rooted Entertainment
Yes.
Solutions.
The last couple of weeks we've been talking about it. We even had Matt and Bessie, the organizers of it, on the air with us last week. I don't remember what day it was, Thursday or Friday, something like that. And it was basically a reggae show that was out in the woods in Topsom, kind of a little bit in the middle of nowhere. And I don't want to say it was a private show because it was open to the public to be there to get tickets. The tickets were $50 and well worth it. There were several bands. Joshua West is a key singer-songwriter out of, I think you said the Adirondacks, who opened up the show and absolutely blew my mind. I'm telling you right now, look right in the camera. This guy will be on the air with us. He will be on the air with us. I'm going to make it happen. Then this band out of Brooklyn stepped up on stage and just, and they're called Sundub, right here. Boop. Sundub. Ugh. This band, Raylene, I've been to a lot of shows. I've told you that before. I've been to a lot of concerts in my life. I've never been to a better, more enjoyable concert than the one that I was at Saturday night. My entire life, I've seen top bands. I've seen Journey. I've seen Peter Frampton. You know,
and this just kicked it.
This was the best concert I've ever been to, and it was obviously for adults only, and it was the Cannabis Control Board was there, and it was there were a lot of different vendors selling their wares. There may or may not have been a dab bar, which was a rather interesting experience, or may have been a very interesting experience if there was one there. The
food was delightful.
So why don't you grab the mic? You tell everyone about the food.
You tell them about the food that you indulged in 2 plates of. I mean, come on. He had no clue that they were special hors d'oeuvres, even though I had told him numerous times special hors d'oeuvres, but he didn't catch on to special hors d'oeuvres. He just thought special.
This was at the private VIP concert, which was further up the hill through the woods.
That's where you saw Tony Bennett.
That's where I saw Tony Bennett.
Yeah.
But
after he ate 2 plates of food and drank a couple bottles of water.
That's it. Water that was infused with mint, among other things. And the special private VIP show with Giant Panda.
Did you know it's the anniversary of Woodstock?
No. Oh, my God. Was it?
Yes.
That's significant here.
Of course it was.
It was absolutely amazing, and there was a vendor there, and I apologize because it's slipping my name who it was, but they were there. I'll promote them in the future.
But
I promise.
You did see Forbin's.
Yep, we saw Forbin's Finest there. Yep, they had this food vendor had all of these beautifully made hors d'oeuvres that were all had the THC oils on the food. And I went there. I kind of left my house in a rush, so I didn't have dinner. So I was very hungry. When you're very hungry and the food that's available has THC in it, That's a bad combination right there.
Yes, it's a very bad combination. Or when you're very thirsty and somebody gives you a bottle of water and you pound it and the guy in dreadlocks says to you, "Whoa, dude." And that may have been a hint to you.
It was amazing. I realized to myself, I said to myself, JD, you're smiling like you have a huge smile on your face.
Right, and you were trying to convince yourself to stop smiling. You said
I looked like the goddamn Cheshire Cat. I mean, it was like this. And I realized that myself. I'm like, you need to stop smiling. Stop it. Stop it now. And then I started to laugh. I'm by myself. I'm laughing. I'm like, what are you? So anyway, the show was incredible. Chris.
And then there was one more band, right? Giant Panda.
Giant Panda was the headliner. I mean, it was just, absolutely, I'm telling you, phenomenal. And I found out that Sundub is going to be playing again locally real soon.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Where?
At the Zen Barn.
Oh, nice.
And
nice. And you're going to go.
Does a bear shit in the woods?
Yeah.
I'm going. Yeah. Sherilyn doesn't realize it, but she's going.
Fair enough.
So.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's just, I'm telling you, folks, you guys got to check these guys out online.
So Alice is telling us that today at Fenway, Guns N' Roses is playing. Axl Rose is 61.
Oh my God, is he really?
Mm-hmm.
The old fella can still
sing.
So
I wonder if maybe that's what Chris was trying to tell you, is that he was going to the Guns N' Roses concert today at Fenway. It's too bad he wasn't tuned in.
I still don't know what he was saying.
Yeah, we don't know.
I want to know, but I don't. I just had a nice time with Chris. It was just a great time. I got a little absorbed in the music, so I was very absorbed in the music. Number one, okay. Number two, I was in an altered state. Number three, on a good day, I'm deaf. You know that. I've been wearing these headphones for 40 years now. So, it's just my hearing is not good. So you combine all those things, and he was kind of looking at me a few times like, wow. What's this 61 and he looks 90? What's this? From Alice. Yes. Ariana, they are playing at Hampton Beach tonight. I don't know where you are, Ariana, but man, I'm telling you, I want to know if you're going. I want to know if she's got. I might have to make a run to Hampton Beach. I don't know, Raylene. I'm just telling you.
I know you really loved them.
Oh my God,
she's 20 minutes away.
What?
I know. Well, hey, perfect. Go see them.
I want to know if she's ever seen them before.
Michael Booten is trying to get me in trouble. He's sending me text messages about bears and mayors shitting in woods.
Bears and mayors? Oh, my God.
I have never told a mayor to shit in the woods.
I got a phone call yesterday from a friend, a mutual friend. I'm not going to say his name, but someone who lives down in North Carolina, who called me, and he's like, I was going to try to do the Southern accent, but it's not coming. I'm just not going to do it. He was like, JD, everything that's going on up there, I'm not seeing anything from the mayor. Is he even still in office? And he says Lozon is doing everything. And Anyway, just thought I'd mention that.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Tom does do a ton.
yeah, he does.
I have seen the mayor post a few things.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Post versus,
Yeah. Speaking of bootin', you guys are doing a Barry Beat podcast tonight?
We are.
Okay.
I think we're probably going to mostly focus on school board stuff. I mean, school's kicking off.
Yep.
Michael made a great proposal for a behavioral ad hoc committee. We all know that there are some pretty significant problems in this school as far as behavior goes, and bullying, and we know that we've lost teachers, and we know that kids are struggling because of it. We know that all of that stuff's going on, so why not address it? And Michael proposed it, and Terry Rail was involved in that as well. I think Terry actually wrote it, and Michael was kind of the delivery, and it got voted down, which is just so weird. So I think we're going to pick that apart a little bit and really talk about that. And
that's more than weird. I'll be listening tonight. I'll be tuned in to you guys for sure. What time you going on? 8:00?
Yeah, the
right.
Normal time. And so, yeah, let's talk about it and find out.
Jesus.
That would be on forefront for me.
Absolutely. I was listening to another podcast last night while I was painting my kitchen in my underwear, and it was about bullying too. So anyway, it was just very interesting to listen to. I'll be tuned in tonight, 8:00.
Good. I hope a lot of people do, because it's a really important topic, and if the community wants this, then we need to talk about it more and engage in more.
That's right.
And let the school board know, hey, what the hell's going on here?
Sure. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just coming out of the weekend here.
You're still skipping?
We're on the web at airedoutVT.com, by the way. If you haven't checked out the website, you really ought to. Everything is linked up right there. I want to just say a good morning and a hello to Bobby Bartlett over at State Farm, one of our sponsors. I'm going to get over there and throw at him, but not like literally throw, but gently place on his desk. My life insurance policy, my auto policy, my homeowner's policy, and just say, hey, here's my stuff. What can you do? Do I have something good going on here, or can you make it better, or maybe you can't? I don't know, but this is something that I'm going to be doing. And, Bobby was on with us not long ago saying, especially with all the talk about flood insurance and all that shit, how important it is to know what your policy is, to read that declaration page and really understand what your coverage is, like the fine print stuff. It's really worth it if you're going to be spending money every month on insurance, and it doesn't matter what kind of insurance it is, car insurance, homeowners, whatever. Really sit down and pull this thing apart. And it's like so many of us we just buy these policies. We're in auto pay, and we just kind of say, oh, I'm good, I'm covered, I'm paying for it every month, so I'm going to be fine. And then when the shit hits the fan, then you realize, wow, all right, so my limitations are nowhere near what they need to be. My deductibles suck.
Right.
And
right.
I'm screwed.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm underinsured on my homeowners.
Right.
All that stuff.
So even more reason why you should get over to State Farm, Bobby Bartlett, right there on Route 14.
And if you have a good agent like Bobby, they'll do that stuff for you annually anyway.
Yes.
They're going to look at all of that stuff, maybe even every 6 months, and say to you, You may want to make changes here or there.
Right. Exactly. Life is changing, so you need to make some changes to your policy. Great point. Great point. I saw that you were celebrating yesterday, Raylene, the fact that the flying ants have finally launched.
So gross.
I've been looking forward to this day for a long time.
You probably have.
Finally happened.
Did you close your doors at the house at least?
I did, but I found, I think a few of them got into my car and mated with some of the house flies that are living in my trunk. Because now I've got like a hybrid that's flying through my car now. It's kind of a cross between a fly and an ant, and the wings are like something I've never seen before. So anyway, I think those flying ants, I think they hatched in some areas and not so much others.
I believe you.
So, so you were so why don't you explain why you missed this reggae concert Saturday?
I was sick.
Yeah, you got this like.
I had a 24-hour bug, and now that I've spoken to several people,
it's going around.
It's going around, and a lot of people have had it, and I tested for COVID a couple of times just in case, but negative. But I think allergies is playing a huge role because I'm very allergic to goldenrod. Sure. And so that my eyes and my, face and my teeth and my head are like wanting to just pop.
Yeah.
And, but I was sick, stomach sick, just couldn't get out of bed, didn't feel
fever?
good. Mm-hmm.
Wow. So
I was froze. I had a tank top, a long sleeve shirt, a hooded sweatshirt, flannel, pajama bottoms, socks on in my bed, and was still shivering. And my hands were just like blocks of ice. It was horrible.
I understand all this, Raylene, but in the same breath, you missed Sundub. You missed the show, Raylene.
I know, but I have to tell you that
no excuses.
I'm not so sure that you would have had as much fun if I had been there, because I'm not so sure that I could have tolerated such behavior out of you. And I'm guessing that you probably would have gotten extremely annoying. And I'm glad that you and Chris were there together.
I am too. It was yeah. I'm saying that if I get the bug, if I'm sick, and Sundub and
you're going anyway.
Giant Panda
even
Gorilla,
if they have to bring you in a wheelchair.
If Giant Panda Gorilla Dub Squad comes again with Sundub, I don't care what's going on with me. Shove an IV in my arm, pick me up, and throw me in the back of someone's pickup truck and bring me there, because I'm going. Not going to miss it.
Okay, then. I did really enjoy the videos that you had sent me.
You did.
And I did listen to the album, some of the album that you had told me to look up.
Yeah.
Some of the songs, not all of them. So some things are available on Spotify, and some things on Amazon, and some things on YouTube. So I was able to listen to some of it yesterday, and I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah.
I wonder if Ariana's going to this show tonight for sure, like if she's committed.
She says they're playing at Hampton Beach, might just have to go. And then she said,
Jeez.
never but listening on YouTube now and loving their vibe.
Oh, they're so good.
So maybe she'll go.
It was so good. It was so good. And Chris, he's not like some, dreadlock Rasta man.
No.
He's not necessarily a reggae guy.
No.
He's a freaking business analyst.
And he loved it.
He loved
it. He had a great time. Yeah.
A again, Barry Beat tonight, 8 o'clock, right here on Aired Out. There's a bunch of stuff.
Tomorrow we will have Gretchen from an event that matters. She'll be here with me at noon.
Please tell.
For It's No Secret. So Gretchen, an event that matters is all about suicide prevention and mental health. We're coming up on Suicide Prevention Month, but they're doing a walk and a lot of other things. And they're going to come and talk to us about that, or Gretchen is. But as we know, mental health hand in hand with addiction. It just is. It's the same. It's just one piece of the puzzle.
I think it's great that Gretchen came up to us at that Donna Thunder show the other night in the park and introduced herself to us.
Because I had been advertising the event and had really been pushing it pretty hard. And so she came over to thank us for doing that and introduce herself. So
tell us what's happening Thursday.
So Thursday at 9 a.m. will be the ladies from the Ladies Ride for Breast Cancer.
All right.
And this is their 10th and final year that they are going to be coming in and telling us all about everything that's going on. And we would love to make it their biggest and their best. I mean, let these ladies go out with a bang for real. They've done an amazing job for 10 years. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of organizing. It's just a lot of emotion even. Yeah.
And that event is in September, right?
It is September.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So looking forward to that.
Lisa and Sue on Thursday.
I'm not sure who's coming in, but yeah.
And then we got Ron Tallman and Scotty Wilson coming in here.
Eventually, yep, at some point soon.
Okay.
And they're going to come in and talk to us about some benefit that's going on at the VFW that's pretty special. And so we will be doing that soon. All kinds of different, there's all kinds of stuff happening.
And let's say this, the stuff that we find out about, a lot of it is on social media, but also it's in the world. And our community calendar each and every morning is brought to you by The World, Central Vermont's favorite weekly newspaper. Mm-hmm. They're hitting 20+ thousand homes or hands, readers every week. It's, we love The World. What can we say? You should check them out online, too. They got a nice Facebook page as well, but they've got it all. If there's something that's happening anywhere in Central Vermont, The World is going to be printing it. One of the big things that I see on Sunday the 27th over at the Northeast Slopes, Music on the Mountain at 12 noon. They do this every year, and they have live bands, and it's just a great way to kind of not only close the door on summertime at the end of the summer, kids are getting back to school, but also get excited about the upcoming winter and the ski season over at Northeast Slopes. The oldest ski tow in America, Northeast Slopes in Corinth.
Cool.
So,
and then we know that Donna Thunder and friends will be at the VFW Post 790 right on Route 302 this Wednesday at 5 p.m. for the Karen Limatanian benefit.
Sure.
Karen lost everything in the flood, and they're doing a little benefit for her there.
It's wonderful.
And it's also Wing Wednesday at the Post. So lots of other things going on there, as well as during that benefit this Wednesday, August 23rd at 5 p.m. with Donna Thunder and friends. For that. So that's super awesome. Did you get to see the videos I posted yesterday of Officer McGowan playing with the kids?
It was racing the kids.
Isn't that
Yeah,
awesome?
it was so cool.
It was originally Crystal had posted it on the 911 page, so I sent her a message and said, "Would you be willing to share that to your own page so it's public, so I can
Sure.
share it to air it out?" Because I just thought it was really cool. And the original post, she's right. He's packing probably 30 extra pounds. Maybe not quite 30, but he's packing on some extra pounds with his vest and
Sure.
everything they've got to carry and stuff. And it's super hot.
Yeah.
And he's
Can
out
still
there,
move.
yeah, playing with the kids
Yeah,
and
it's awesome.
having a race with them and stuff.
That's
So
what it should be about, man.
and it is that's the thing though.
We need more of that.
I think it happens more often than we know and more often than we get a glimpse at. And maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but I think that we have a pretty good force here.
Yeah.
And that I think that they do try. I think also that I've said it a million times. It's one of the most unsupported professions you could possibly be in. I kind of feel like somebody that's a police officer and someone that's an LNA are the two worst shit on people. I mean, professions.
Absolutely.
They just they're not well supported, and they've gotten a bad rap. But I don't know about here though. I don't know that we necessarily should be doing that here, because I think that they do try, and the system they don't control the courts and the laws and the they do the work and then hope for the best.
Yep. That's well said.
And we need to support them in that. And so maybe we need to speak louder and start supporting them more so that things do change.
Yeah.
Because the things that need to change are on a totally different level.
Yeah.
Just my opinion in that whole thing.
Yep.
Not that we need it, but
No.
telling you anyway. And then the road construction report is up.
Yes.
And there's a lot going on.
I saw that this morning.
Like I read through, I was like, holy shit, there's a lot going on and a lot of night work this week. So, which I think is more difficult. I have a hard time when they set up those big lights everywhere. It's just super hard for me to see.
Yeah.
I get blinded by it. So be careful. Keep your eyes open and, follow what the speed limit sign through those zones are saying.
Right. Keep your
especially
eyes
at
open
night.
and keep your eyes open and your hands off of your goddamn cell phone when you're going through those construction zones.
Or any time you shouldn't be on
those
your
are
damn
mothers.
cell phone.
Those are mothers and fathers that are working there, and they're tired and they're working their asses off. So be careful.
Yeah. And then, as you know, and you asked about this because you didn't know anything about this. And so on August 21st in 1993,
Yes.
after a day of shopping with friends in Burlington, 41-year-old Audrey Grout was reportedly dropped off at her vehicle at the park and ride near exit 8 in Montpelier, and her car was located parked in the same location, and her purse was located in nearby bushes. And she's been missing ever since. And I grew up with her daughters, and I can't imagine going all of these years not knowing and not having that closure and that peace of I can lay my mom to rest. I just I always feel for them and
So this happened in 93? Wow.
Yeah.
So every year, who posts?
Well, the state police post it. The Vermont State Police post it, and it's she remains in the Vermont, State Police, the missing persons file. Her kids, her daughters, also post it. Her oldest daughter, which she wasn't that old at the time, really had to step up and care for her younger siblings and. I can't imagine. And I remember her very well. Like I said, we grew up together. Her youngest one of her youngest, was my brothers. Like, they were best friends when they were in elementary school. And my brother would talk about her all the time, but they just called her T. And so he talked about her all the time, all the time, all the time. And he asked my mom one night if T could spend the night, his best friend. And here comes this little girl,
And that was her.
and
Wow.
that was her. And but yeah, good kids, and just a very sad story that has gone on far too long.
I'm glad that you put that up on the page.
And the story of the man that they believe to be involved, an ex boyfriend of hers, is actually pretty disgusting. If you go and you read the whole story and the whole story, it's
Yeah.
it's not good.
Wow.
Not good.
Hey, something else this morning that we should just mention is Travis Payette had a heart attack on Saturday night while he was in Massachusetts.
Yep.
And he's in the hospital. He's alert.
Stable.
He's stable. And that's really all we know.
And we do know that the family is asking that there are no messages. Like, don't send them messages. They just want time to concentrate on Travis and his care right now. So they don't want to be answering messages, and they don't want their phones to, the battery to all die down because it's constant. We've made a post. You can leave your well wishes there. You can leave your well wishes wherever you choose, but no messages for right now. Just like they got to deal with their stuff and getting him well.
That guy, as you know, I absolutely adore.
Me too.
He is one of the most well-liked, respected individuals anywhere. He has an absolute heart of gold.
He does. He really does.
He has helped me personally several times. He's there.
All of the benefits, the flood recovery, everything. He's always for his kids, everybody. I mean, he's just a really good guy. And we hope and pray that he does really well with this.
Yeah. Just a couple weeks ago, he came to my rescue and helped me
at the studio
get our desk out of there with his pickup truck, and then we sat out in front of the studio. We sat out in front of the studio. It was a hot day, and drank a beer. There it is. Can't really see it too well, but
I posted pictures when you did it anyways, and so did you.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And I don't know, man. It was just we sat out there and we laughed and told stories, and we talked about life. We had some serious discussion. We also had some real funny discussion. We got really serious about talking about a few things about life.
I'm sure.
But then we also, 10, 15 minutes later, we're pissing ourselves laughing. So, anyway, he's He's a great guy. You know how you know how you feel when you see certain people for whatever reason. You just when you see a person, you get a feeling that's in your soul. Every time I see Travis Payette, I feel happy. I feel like that's my brother right there.
He gives the best hugs.
Yeah.
He just is a good guy.
We just love him. So we hope that he's maybe able to watch and listen and hear us talking about him. And that he gets his ass back on his motorcycle and back to Vermont and stop fooling around down there in Massachusetts. I mean, the last thing we want to do is Travis is camped out in Massachusetts for a couple of months, and then we're going to start having to call him a mass hole, and I mean that's not good. That's not going to work. That can't happen. He's a Vermont boy. He needs to come back home. So you need to hurry up, brother, and get well.
Yeah. All our love.
Stop fooling around down there in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Anything
and
else?
Thank you to the guys that were riding with him for your quick action, for being prepared. There's a lot to be said. There's a lot of misinformation and a lot of bad information and scary information about bike clubs and who the people are.
Yeah.
But, even I learned that they go through trainings, and there are people that were there that were able to help immediately, keep him okay until an ambulance could get to him. Many thanks to them, and prayers to them too, because I can't imagine how traumatic that was and how scary that was for them to have that happen to what they consider a brother.
Yeah. It really, when I got the news yesterday, it just took kind of
the wind out of your sails.
Yeah, for quite a while, and I just stopped. I mean, I was painting my kitchen, but I just stopped and just sat down and just took a little break and just sat there and thought about Travis and thought about life and a little bit of the conversation that we had that day, and just that you really need to savor your time here on this earth and not take anything for granted. And do the things that make you happy, and surround yourself with people that make you happy, and just enjoy your time here in your life, because he's younger than I am by quite a lot. And I'm just saying that just gets you gets you thinking.
Absolutely.
That's all.
It does. We love you.
We do, buddy. We hope you're all right. And if I'm just saying, and I say this seriously, that if there's a female nurse that has to come in and give you a rectal exam or anything like that, there are some perks here. I mean, there could be, some positivity that comes out of this. So you just have to embrace those times as well.
Just when I had...
Am I not being truthful?
Just when I had hope.
Listen, before we close out this morning, get yourself over to Yipes this week. Grab one of these decals, maybe a T-shirt, a bumper sticker. The Vermont Strong stuff is everywhere. It's everywhere. So get over there to Yipes, and proceeds are going to the Berry City Community Relief Fund. Am I right, Raylene?
Yes.
On these?
You are right.
All right. So, anyway.
Have a great day, everybody.
Yeah. And Mary Haynes.
We love Mary.
She's up at the Sugar Ridge.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So maybe we should show up sometime by surprise.
You could.
Do some, make some s'mores.
Mm-hmm.
Sit around the campfire for a little bit.
Yeah.
Why not?
She'd probably let you.
All right.
Yeah.
Good morning, Glenn. Should probably call the police.
Well, you never know.
Showed up.
Yeah. You never know.
Have a great day, everyone.
Especially if she sees you coming.
Remember to just go about your life this week and today, embracing your time here on Earth, and have some fun. Live it up, and
love lots.
Yeah, and don't forget Barry B podcast tonight. Excuse me, streaming live at 8:00. You talk, I can't.
I know. I think you're still having side effects from the weekend, but yes.
I have a little sore throat
tonight, 8:00. Barry Beat, and I believe that we're going to be talking mostly about the school board stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably a little bit of flood cleanup stuff. A little bit of update, but mostly that.
All right.
And the behaviors at school.
Yeah. All right. So that'll be interesting. 8:00, and then tomorrow, it's no secret. What time?
Noon.
Just making
and we'll
sure.
do our morning show as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Course.
Are we doing our regular morning show?
I'm planning on it.
I thought so. So tune in.
Thanks for liking and following the page. And don't forget to always post a comment, share any episode that you enjoy, give us a thumbs up, or flip us off. It does either way. We're always live. We're always local. We're never edited, and we like to be real and raw and relevant and relatable. 100% organic. Have a great day, everyone, and be well. God bless.
Have a great day. Love ya.